Hello, this is Michael Selak again, and welcome to this video where I will tell you about my two biggest failures so far. I must say that creating applications for me was a big dream for many, many years. And when finally AI came and helped with building them, so it was an amazing opportunity for me. So I jumped into Xcode and start using Swift UI and study a ton of documentation and viewed also, I would say, at least 100 videos about building apps and so on. And then basically I started coding and started using ChatGPT, which was kind of difficult. It was 1 year ago when I started, and basically you had to connect one file to ChatGPT, made the changes, made some new features, some development, and then if it needed another file, we had to basically kind of manually connect it. And yes, it's true that at the same time there were new tools like Cursor and Cloud Code and basically Codex also started right at the time, which were able to manage like several files at the same time. But I was really focused to master one tool, one solution, which was for me Xcode and ChatGPT. So at the time, I started with my first application. Certainly, that was the Hello World, which I was really excited about, and it was really nice for me. But then I started to develop an application for a friend, which was about a real physical manipulation of objects, and it was really a graphical application. So in the process, I was marveled what ChatGPT can offer me, and suddenly what I can do on the screen, it was like amazing. A menu here, a graphics here, some movement, some swiping and so on. So it was amazing to see for myself what's possible. But yeah, I will tell you in the end what happened. I must say that it was difficult. It was during the time of the, I would say, peak development and preparation of the most advanced coding models. But still, the models weren't like perfect, if I may say. And sometimes they made some errors. Sometimes they even made like truncated code so that imagine you have like 4,000, 5,000 lines of code and then like 2,500 lines just disappear and you have the message truncated code. Happens or happened a lot at the time. So it was at the same time a process of discovery, of like exploring the features, what's possible, how you can combine things, how you can explore it. And I was also discovering the real capabilities of Swift UI. Uh, in the process of creating the first application, I started to be kind of burnt out because if you focus really deeply just in one application, so I started to feel like I'm confused. I'm no longer able to basically recognize what I should do next and so on. So I embarked on the creation of a really very completely different application which was more about graphics, about audio, and about really new features, and my love artificial intelligence usage. So with direct connection to OpenAI API. And one important development, I started to use Cloudflare as a server platform for this application. So uh, it was a kind of for me to being able to refocus from one application to the other and also be more comfortable still keeping the creative process and still being able to work on both at the same time. So during this process, I learned a lot. It was incredible learning, and I spent many nights, many mornings just programming, coding with the GPT, and creating, basically exploring ideas. Yes, I have a complicated, structured mind, and I love to enhance the user experience. I love, unfortunately, to add features and explore new possibilities. In general, I love technology. It's what I said in my first video. I spent really tens of years just in the highest technology in different fields. So technology is something what attracts me. So during the development of these two applications, I kept adding features and started to be really burnt out on both. But finally, I achieved that both of the applications reached App Store. It was an incredible achievement for me. I meant, wow, now I am a full iOS developer. I have my first applications on the App Store. People can download it, people can buy it, and so on. So I was really excited. And these are basically the two biggest failures because it wasn't validated. So it was just created from the discussions with friends and my ideas, which I kept adding, unfortunately. And secondly, nobody cared. Nobody cared that these applications are in the App Store yet. Certainly, it's normal if you don't do any good marketing or if the applications are not solving a specific problem. So, uh, yeah, you might say I spent, 9, 10 months developing these two applications. It was a real enormous amount of time. It was enormous amount of spending with the computer, with the tools, and then basically nobody cares. It's a big failure, right? So it's a takeaway. Now I look on it in a different manner, and I completely changed my process of developing the applications. So now I look into real problems, real requests, be it for I would say personal use or business use. So I'm focused on making a really specific, focused solution to a real problem with real requests, with real application. So it was a really great experience. I love it still to this day. And currently, I have four other applications on the App Store, and I will tell my experience while developing these applications in the next videos. But in general, I would say that this was great. It was a good start. It was a difficult start, but I love it. And especially with the second application, I learned a lot about using a server, about using Cloudflare, about connecting to APIs like the OpenAI API, and also with some other companies like 11 Labs and so on. And it was so beneficial for me to look completely different at the applications and about the process and how should I focus on my next work. So this is just my experience. So please comment, share, rate me in the comments. And in the next videos, I'll tell you about my experience with the current applications which are on the App Store. So thank you and bye bye.